If Rishi Sunak tries to sack Suella Braverman, he will spark a Tory civil war and probably see his government collapse. When Suella Braverman came onto the stage at the Daily Express's event at the Conservative Party conference last month, there was no doubt how much sway she holds in the party. The Home Secretary's name was chanted by dozens of enthusiastic Conservative members and her speech cheered to the raft. A bunch of Liberal wet MPs on the left of the Tories get snooty about her common-sense utterances on migration, the homeless and pro-Palestinian, hate marches. But there is no doubt that her popular conservatism resonates with Conservative members, Express readers and most of the general public. She was the darling of the conference and now she is courageously in the process of laying out her pitch to be the next leader of the Conservative Party. In so doing, she is shaping the agenda of that contest when it comes. Is Braverman launching a leadership bid? It is fairly transparent that Ms. Braverman is now in the throes of a leadership bid. She has now focused the next leadership election on anti-woke, strong law and order, tough on migration culture wars issues which will appeal to the Tory membership. But she is far from being alone in preparing for what seems to be an inevitable contest either before the election or, more likely, after a disastrous defeat to Labour. To different levels, already there are people pushing Kemi Badenoch, Priti Patel, Penny Mordaunt, James Cleverly, Gillian Keegan, Sir Jake Berry, Sir Jacob Rees-Mogg, Claire Coutinho and a Liz Truss proxy from her economic growth. It is fair to say that Braverman is being more blatant about why do some people in Downing Street want her sacked. Today's lobby briefing confirmed that Downing Street and those around Rishi Sunak are not happy. They made a point of saying she had not cleared her controversial opinion piece properly and that the Prime Minister disagreed with part of it. Labour was quick to point out that this meant she has broken the ministerial code. A member of Liz Truss's Downing Street team got in touch to say that Braverman was behaving with Sunak exactly how she did with Truss in the events leading up to her being sacked then as Home Secretary. By this the ex-senior staffer meant a loose cannon pursuing her own policy agenda and leadership ambitions. Truss sacked Braverman but in so doing hastened her own demise. So maybe there is a lesson. Why hasn't she been? As the afternoon wears on, it is clear she will not be sacked by Sunak, and it is fair to ask, why not? The simple reason is that Braverman is the only representative of the party's right wing in the cabinet. All the rest are wishy-washy liberals, as one Braverman ally described them, or people who don't believe in anything other than their career. Kemi Badenoch, in particular, has lost a lot of her support on the right of the party and is too associated with Michael Gove and his shadowy group's machinations to be fully true. Another MP was blunter. If Suella goes, then Rishi's government will collapse. It will send a terrible signal. A close ally of hers added, Suella provides cover for Sunak on the right of the party, but more importantly she is the only cabinet member who speaks for the coalition of voters who gave us that massive win in 2019. Without her he loses a lot of political